Happy Saturday. Having a cigarette in my den here. The only place I can smoke in the fucking house. By order of Auntie Billy. Smoke Eater's kicking on. So I checked out our local sports news and weather, which I always do every morning. That's as far as I go with news. It's all I need to know. It's all I need to know as far as news goes. Local sports, news, and weather. And I had a few message alerts from comments from my videos yesterday. I had seen a few, but I get to a certain point in the day that, I don't deal with the internet at all. If I get messages, I save it for the next day, early in the morning, like how it happens. And then the rest of the day, better things to do. So, I had a few message alert for comments. So I went and I looked. There were a few more added on to my videos yesterday, and one that was on, I put up community posts once in a while. And it was a community post that caught my attention on the feed while I was scrolling. I'll get to that. Made me laugh. I actually laughed out loud when I saw it. I came across that video as I was scrolling on a vintage film of the 1967 NHRA Nationals. I tell you, man, you see all the old guys, see Gowitz with his beard. He shaved off his beard. He had said he wasn't going to shave his beard that season until he broke into a six. And he was the first to break into a six or something like that. And old gassers. And you see a lot of Ford engines and front end dragsters. Quite a few Ford engines. They were very competitive. I got into a discussion not that long ago with someone about, we talk about the Hemi. But Ford, they're 427. They're, what we call the side oilers. They were very competitive in nitro. Oh, and speaking of nitro, somebody told me about Sanford. He was yakking again about fuels and how, fuels are not as dangerous for the environment as people say. I guess he's still on his EV kick. And he knows about every kind of fuel there is, how they impact the environment. They're not as dangerous, some shit like that. And then he went into his nitro. He knows a lot about nitromethane because he spent so many years, working with nitro cars. Yeah, right. He was a fucking dope. I guess he was working on nitro cars when he was running a coffee shop that failed, went bankrupt, running a magazine that failed after 3 issues, running a hookah bar that failed, went bankrupt, while he was delivering pizza in his 13.9 second Mustang until he lost that job because he lost his driver's license for life. And this potting and flipping junk business and VIN tag swapping and title fudging and, the reasons why he had to hightail it out of New York. Anyway, yeah, he was bragging on himself again about all his nitro days. He knows everything about nitromethane due to all his years. Hey, let's face it, the guy had over 40 years of Hemi building experience, you know what I mean? So I guess he knows about nitro as well. Just ask him, he'll tell you himself. Anyway, I tell you, man, it was cool to see all those old cars. Prudhomme, gassers, they had every category. They had the Sox and Mountain car up against, Jenkins. But Ronnie Sox wasn't driving their car. It was the earlier car. I believe it was the Belvedere, if I'm not mistaken, or the Coronet. They had another driver at that event. It was a cool film, an old vintage film. And the quality was pretty good considering it was shot on old, I guess, Super 8mm back in 1967. Anyway, someone left a comment on it, so now I was checking it out, So then I said, let's see what's trending on here. So I started scrolling, and I stopped. I went, what the fuck? And I started laughing. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that things happen for a reason. Somebody will say or do something that sets off a chain of events that leads to other things happening. And I guess that's what happened once again. And those of you that have known me for a while, you've heard me say it before, I'll say it again. When it comes to Sanford, Crypt Keeper, Big Wilbur, the Casper, the Not So Friendly Ghost Guy, Dr. Phyllis, you know, Inspector Gadget, and the rest of them. They do all the work for me. They themselves prove everything I fucking say about them. Well, it happened again. What I said yesterday about, Dr. Phyllis, because Mopar Man left that one comment. That one comment started all of this. How he said, Big Wilbur and others, they go around trolling people, watching everything they do. They won't say nothing on their videos, but they will talk about it. So it lets you know that they are going around watching people's videos. When I guess they save it for live streams, and that's when they'll sound off. And, he mentioned, Big Wilbur, and I said, yeah, I got another guy too here. I've been calling him Dr. Phyllis. He analyzes trolls. That's his mission here on YouTube. And I've been calling him Dr. Phyllis. And how, he's the one that, goes out of his way to watch me and troll me. And that's how it started. He did troll me. He showed up on one of my videos and started giving me shit. And he's trying to play nice. Oh, I'm just saying. You're just saying. All you're doing is proving you're a fucking troll. He didn't like what I was saying about the Crypt Keeper. Oh, well, he's old. And then I blocked him, told him to go fuck himself and blocked him. And then suddenly, he's out making videos calling me a troll. And he was on my fucking video. I was nowhere near his fucking channel. I didn't even know who the fuck this guy was. I never heard of him. He made himself known to me by trolling my video. They're fucking hypocrites. That's why they're a fucking joke. You're laughable. Oh, anyway, the poll results came in. I talked about how he's no longer Dr. Phyllis. And I brought up, Kolchak, the Night Stalker from that 70s TV show. I thought that was cool. He goes out into the night, stalking vampires to kill them. So I said, he's going to be Arnold Horshack, the Troll Stalker. And the results came in. People want me to go with Arnold Horshack, the Troll Stalker. So from now on, he's no longer Dr. Phyllis. He's Arnold Horshack, the Troll Stalker. And once again, him, like everyone else, proved exactly what I said about him. I guess he fucking trolled me. Once I got through checking comments, I said, let's see what's trending here. So I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden I stopped and I started fucking laughing. It wasn't a video. It was a community post that showed up on the feed with a lot of other shit. Nobody had to go to his channel to see this. It showed up at random out here in the public on the feed. And he's got a fucking thumbnail of the Night Stalker showing Darren McGavin holding up his cross. The Night, and it says the Night Stalker. And he's got a big, long-winded fucking commentary about how he first came across the show, later on in life, and, blah, blah, blah. That dude likes to fucking type, let me tell you. That motherfucker can type. Anyway, hey, this guy, hey, who does that look like? This is fucking funny. Except you don't have headphones on and a fucking hoodie. I did see one thumbnail of him one time. I think I mentioned, he sits there with headphones on and he wears a hoodie like the fucking Unabomber. I saw a thumbnail. That's how I know what he looks like, that one time. Now that's a fucking coincidence right there, what you just saw. Came up at random. I was not asking for it to be seen on TV. So I wasn't asking to see this on the feed on what's trending. And I'm thinking to myself, gee, do you think this is a coincidence? Or do you think there was a reason for it? Do you think he possibly could still be trolling me to see what I'm saying on videos? And then this is his way. Hey, there he is again. Hey, how's that? He works on Ford 6-cylinder engines, right, from what I hear? This is too fucking funny. I love it. Great way to start off my Saturday. It's going to get better as the day goes on until we end up tonight at fucking Knuckleheads with Kenny and the crew and all our road ladies. Then tomorrow is even better when I spend a day with my grandson Artemis. So, yeah. Isn't that so ironic? After videos I did yesterday, now he's talking about Kolchak and the Night Stalker. Do you think that was just a random mysterious thought that popped into his head to do that? You tell me what you think. Anyway, have a great Saturday. Have fun and stay safe.